What's up, YouTube? I'm back with another video. Like I was telling you guys in the first one, I'm going to extend this front end. I ended up taking the pieces to my dad's and I cut, and in the last video I told you that I had forgot the pieces in the truck, and so, but now I have them to show you what I was talking about and explain to you a little more about what I'm going to do to make the front end wider to this go-kart. Check it out. Okay, so here's the, this is the piece I was telling you about that I cut. I think we measured it, it was 35 inches from outside to outside. And the axle, the rear axle that I'm gonna order, I think it comes in a 38. When you could order in a 38, or you can upgrade to whatever size, I think up to like 52 or 54 inches, whatever you decide you want to make your go-kart. I'm going to upgrade to the 40-inch one. So with the rear axle being 40 inches, I would like the front end to be 40 inches also, so it matches, and I think it'll look a lot better with it being the same width. Okay, so I took this over to my dad's, I stuck it in his bandsaw, cut it in half. I got a pretty good straight cut on there. A lot straighter than what I could have done with a 4-inch grinder with a cutoff. And here's my other pieces, just like this. This thing's just 2 pieces of angle iron. I got 2 pieces of angle iron. It's different size, it's a little bigger. I don't have the perfect size to put in there, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to stick that right like that. I'm going to probably weld these together first, get them nice and straight, and then I'm going to make something or figure out how I'm going to get this all lined up, and I'm going to weld it together. I want to square it up, and then I'll weld this angle to that plate of steel. And that's why I put that plate of steel. There used to be a plate of steel that went across here, and this is originally where the front end was. You see, it went back about 6 to 8 inches or better. Me being able to move this out here is going to get me a lot more leg room. And so yeah, stay tuned. Hey guys, we're going to get started on this. I didn't do anything special. I leveled it up on both sides. I evened it up. It's not bad, not perfect, but I mean, it'll work. I just took one C-clamp and I stuck it together to hold it there while I tack it together a little bit up here. Like I said in my last videos, very limited on tools. I don't have a lot of clamps. Actually, this is the only clamp I have. I never really do anything in my garage. This is the first project I ever did in my garage, so I don't have a lot of tools. I usually go to my dad's to do everything, so I never needed the tools because I went to his house. So we're going to get started. All right, guys, we got all the these pieces here. We got them all cleaned up, free of the paint. Should weld up pretty nice. And I told you I'm limited on tools. I had one C-clamp, literally one C-clamp. That's all I have. But I have vice grips, and they work pretty well, just as good as a C-clamp. So anyhow, I'm just trying to get this straight. I want to get it as straight as I possibly can with what I have. I don't have a lot. So I got this old piece of rebar, and hoping that it's pretty straight. Looks pretty straight. I don't see it's bent. I have it lined up on this piece of steel here, and it's touching all the way. So I'm just hoping it's gonna be all right to use as a straight edge. So I vice gripped the rebar. I butt it up here, vice grip the rebar down, put my piece of my spacer in there. I clamped it down with these needle nose vice grips, and I think it's going to do okay. I think it's going to be all right. Okay guys, we got that welded up. Don't look too bad. I'm going to take all this stuff off. I'm going to switch to the other side. Okay, I switched it around to the other side. I know you guys are probably looking at these welds and being like, what the heck does he got? Does he even know what he's doing? I actually do know how to weld pretty decent, but for some reason, I don't know why it's bubbling up on me. I tried to adjust the welder and it just keeps welding like that. I'm not sure. This was clean metal and it was pretty much new, so. Okay, we got both ends welded on that one. Now we're going to flip it around and we're going to level that one up and we'll make it as straight edge there as possible and see what we can do. Alright, we got it all clamped on there and we got the rod up against there. It looks pretty straight. We're going to go ahead and get this side tacked now. I took the tip off of the welder and I don't know, it was a little dirty. I don't know if that had anything to do with it being splattered up like that, but see, this is a little higher than, this is a little bigger metal than what I need anyways. It sticks up a little higher. I might just cut that off to make that flush with the original angle. I don't know yet. Okay guys, this is the idea. I welded that in the center there and I measure from end to end. I'm actually a 1/4 inch shy. I don't know how that exactly happened. My brother originally measured this and he told me I needed to add 5 inches to make 40. So I don't know if we didn't have one of these things completely straight and it took us off a 1/4 inch or what, but but it is what it is. It's a 1/4 inch. I mean, hey, I'm not a professional. I don't know exactly what I'm doing with this thing. Okay guys, so what I'm going to do is I got to find the center of this beam here. I got to find the very center of it. I'll mark it in the center down here on each end, and then I'll have to find the center of this, and then I'll mark it on the ends or something where I can see it. Now I'll line both of those up. Once I find the center and I line both those up, I'll put a square on here. I'll square it up with the body, and then of course I'll have to grind some spots here where I'm going to weld to this plate underneath here. I got to clean this paint off and I'm going to tack it or weld it a couple 2-inch welds down through there, and then that'll be finished and we'll just have to clean that up a little bit. Okay guys, I got it. I got all the paint on the edges here ground down. Got it some pretty bare metal. There's no paint there. I squared it up the best I could. Using this little square I have with the frame. I got it square with the frame. I'm hoping the frame's square. I never checked it before, but I think it's going to do good for whatever we're going to do with it. I mean, I'm just a backyards hillbilly just trying to do something, you know what I mean? I'm not a professional at this by no means, but I think it's going to work for having a little fun on it. I mean, if it breaks, I'll just do another crappy weld on it, you know what I mean? So, alright, we're going to get started on welding it up here. I got it, I marked it in the center here on this, and I marked it on the center here just like I did on the back, the same as the front. Made sure that I got it evenly spaced back and forth, and so let's go do it. Okay guys, I got it all welded on there. I just did a couple 2-inch welds on the front, just like it did right there on the back. You know, they're not the best. It's been a long time since I've actually welded, so I'm kind of just getting back into the groove of it. And so that's it. And I'll clean it up a little bit, and you know, when we get it all painted up, and it ain't gonna be too bad. Like I said, if it falls apart, we'll just we'll weld it back together. I think it looks pretty cool like that. It's gonna be wide. Okay guys, we got it finished. From what I'm gonna do to the front end, I'm gonna clean it up a little bit. I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe, give me thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment. Let me know what you think. If you guys have any ideas about the go-kart, anything you think that would be useful to me, let me know. All right, we'll see you guys.